Be it from having intense plot lines to stunning visuals and breathtaking animation, anime movies are a goldmine that almost never seems to miss. With this in mind, here's our list of the best anime movies from 2020 to 2023. Opening the list, we have the feature-length film continuing the Black Clover saga, the movie Sword of the Wizard King. Whereas the preceding anime episodes focus on R-Star's journey to becoming Wizard King, the film begins with the conclusion of a battle tournament which is abruptly cut short by the former Wizard Kings who transformed into the main villains. R-Star, along with the other magical knights, are immediately thrown into action, willing to fight to the death to safeguard the people of Clover Kingdom from further harm. This reintroduction of Black Clover into the industry left fans excited and hopeful for what's to come in the future. The combat scenes were flawlessly adapted, from the rapid and precise movement to the impressive magical powers. Every stroke, slash, and incantation is animated to perfection. It doesn't have a lot in terms of plot and is mainly a fight fest. Can confidently say that this film was worth the wait, a must-watch for all action fantasy anime fans out there. Next up, we have Suzume. Another imaginative, emotive, and astonishingly animated film from Makoto Shinkai, this generation's most successful anime filmmaker. The movie follows a 17-year-old girl, Suzume, living in the rural region of Kyushu, who visits various damaged ruins of Japan to lock doors that are the root of upcoming tragedies. Although the plot might seem predictable, the movie remains really interesting in its own part, mostly due to its ingenious exploration of mature themes such as grief, solitude, and anger. The movie looks into its characters' situations in a very thoughtful and imaginative way. Suzume is a great follow-up to Shinkai's previous films. It follows the same tropes and carries the same heart and strength, and of course, the breathtaking animation. It's safe to say that this movie will also become a fan favorite due to the display of its beautiful animation and emotional tale, which leads to an outstanding performance that's the same or even better than all of Shinkai's previous works. Next, we have the prequel film of the well-renowned series Jujutsu Kaisen. The movie is the adaptation of the manga Volume 0. It doesn't feature the same main characters of the Jujutsu Kaisen series, but rather focuses on the new protagonist, Yuta. The story is about Yuta's journey of grief and sorrow, showing how a powerful curse affected his whole life, driving him to the point where he couldn't interact with another human being. The production of this film is another testament to MAPPA's continued excellence, as the studio personnel are able to bring to life the remarkable artistry and animation featured exactly like in the original series. Although it serves as a prequel to the anime, it's actually a standalone film for those that are unfamiliar with the world. It's one of those rare types of movies that has something in store for everyone. With its captivating animation, intricate and unforgettable characters, and a lot of smooth and immersive action scenes, it is without a doubt one of the finest shonen anime movies of recent years. Next, we have the final movie of the Evangelion franchise. This film marks the closure of the Evangelion series, which began as a mind-boggling mecha anime, later evolving into a bleak apocalypse and a journey of personal growth. The series takes your beliefs into account and then works its way up to dismantle them, leaving you with an open mouth. The final movie of the Evangelion series, 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time, has managed to capture the same themes as the preceding films. The final battle that this movie adapts determines the fate of humanity and the entire planet, all that rests in the hands of Shinji and the EVA pilots. Because of its spectacular visuals and sorrowful story, the movie has become a huge hit around the globe, and finally, after 26 years of production, the series is finally coming to an end. I'd say that this conclusion was more than befitting for the Evangelion series, a closure that all of its die-hard fans deserve. The most successful anime movie ever created, Demon Slayer Mugen Train, takes the next spot on this list. Mugen Train is a movie that I'm pretty sure you've already seen. It's about the continued adventures of the Demon Slayer Corps and their journey on the Infinity Train. The Flame Hashira Rengoku with Tanjiro and his team are all on board this train to make sure the passengers stay safe from the demons that might be lurking in the shadows. The movie continues the story right from the first season and works as an action bridge to what's to come in the next one. This bold strategy of adapting this arc in the form of a movie turned out to be really successful because the movie quickly captured a lot of attention for its action and adventure scenes as well as how well animated it was. It's now become the highest grossing animated film in Japan, leaving behind the previous record holder Spirited Away by a wide margin. Amazing visuals and an engaging plotline made the movie super enjoyable, which is why the movie became a strong addition to the overall franchise. And that's why they always say that Ufotable doesn't miss. Up next, we have the third movie of the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel route. The route's composed of 3 films, out of which the third one, known as Spring Song, stands out as the best work. This film captures all the essence which the preceding 2 films had to offer. The focus of this film is on the Holy Grail War, which has brought grave consequences on the human race, leading them to imminent destruction. The Fate series has always been known for its creative combat and action sequences, as well as its godly animation. Similarly, this film also doesn't hold back on this tradition at all, but tries to make it even better. It showcases the importance of stunning visuals, beautiful music, and amazing sound effects together at work, demonstrating to us why this film is a worthy Ufotable production, a total feast for the eyes. The fight scenes of this movie alone became so popular that people would vote for the movie without even knowing what it was about. You can say that it totally exceeded everyone's expectations, turning out to be one of the best Fate series movies out there. Moving on, a charming, heartfelt, unthreatening, and rather lovely story that even makes viewers get lost in its world. We have the slice of life film Josei, the Tiger and the Fish. This story is about Sunio, a university student in his final year who's determined to pursue a higher level of study in marine biology overseas. Just when he's struggling to make ends meet in order to fund his journey abroad, he's offered to work as a caregiver for a girl in a wheelchair named Josei. From the outward appearance, the movie might seem like a normal romance story, but as you dive into it, you begin to notice the unique perspectives of what does having faith in others mean, and what does it mean to be sincere about something. These questions start to encompass the story, just like how our everyday life proceeds. The movie also manages to capture all the worldly elements accurately and bring them to life using its mesmerizing animation and art style. In my view, it's one of the most captivating tales anyone ever get to experience. Now we have the beloved movie of the series, Violet Evergarden. This is the first film that Kyoto Animation made after the arson attack, and that's why it carries a lot of emotional burden both on and off the screen. It's a follow-up to the anime series which quickly tells the story of Violet Evergarden's painful beginnings and brings us all to the end of the story that we all love and cherish. The movie focuses further on the character development of Violet, additionally tying her character with all of the events that have transpired in the series before. The movie's so special because of the stunning visuals it displays, combined with a heart-touching story that will hit you hard. This movie conveys emotions to us in a way that we could never have even anticipated. It's basically the combination of all the things that Violet Evergarden stands for as a person. Shortly after its release, the movie achieved a great amount of popularity, becoming one of the few anime movies to ever exist with a near-perfect audience score. If you like to watch heart-wrenching movies that leave you out with intense emotions, then this is the best choice for you. Let's move on to Gintama, the very final. The movie released in 2021 and it quickly became known across the entire anime community, gaining a lot of popularity and soon becoming one of the most cherished anime movies ever made. The climax of the Gintama series is the main focus of this movie. It perfectly takes in the spirit of its Forerunner series and displays exactly what it was always supposed to be about. A show saturated with its entertaining humor and intense action to the very end. The movie provides us with some entertaining action while giving each of the characters their time to shine, leaving us with no doubt whatsoever. Gintama, the very final, conveys the awkwardness of saying goodbye to loved ones who you've spent years with, all while focusing on the emotional depth and character resolutions of all of the individuals involved. It's achieved a record-breaking revenue of 1.85 billion yen, proving the fact that people were really excited for this movie to come to light. It's an honest and great conclusion to the epic franchise of Gintama that all of the fans genuinely love, and undoubtedly a work that embraces the chaos of its creation.
まあいいさ、なんだって。なんせ俺たちはよろずやだ。
Finally, we have the peculiar adventure series Made in Abyss: Dawn of the Deep Soul. The movie continues from where the series left off. Riko, Reg, and Nanaji dive further into the Abyss, a perilous and unexplored region, and descend to its fifth layer known as the Sea of Corpses, a region totally shrouded in mystery. They will once again be forced to face difficult truths and make decisions that they may again not be ready for. Just like the series, the movie doesn't hold back on the dark scenes and horrifying moments at all. While the show may look cute on the surface, the reality is really quite different. The plot of the show isn't to be trifled with. It's a truly scary series that shows you how terrifying the abyss is, following adventures that take drastic turns while subsequently different emotions start to overlap as you watch it. Despite the preface, it's important to remember that the story centers around a young child undergoing the hardships and terrors of the abyss. The animation in the film is as crisp and detailed as the animation in the series was, and the soundtracks are equally as impressive. Being one of the most unexpected series ever, it can be said that this movie also affected the emotional state of many of its fans due to its drastic plot twists it took. And that's my list of top 10 best anime movies from the year 2020 to 2023. With so many new shows coming out, there are bound to be some movies I've overlooked. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and click the notification bell for more videos like this.